This is a LOL with Nancy Alexander Quick Fix on Radio Influence.
Here with L.A., the sex goddess herself, Lynne Austin.
Some of the girls I've met, like especially interviewing them, and I never had this mindset, but girls today have a more progressive mindset, obviously, but they take it as like their own little, they're entrepreneurs. Their own little thing. Like some of the bartenders I've met have they'll call in when they're off shift and say, how much did that girl do? Because it's kind of like, oh, wait a minute.
Oh, no kidding.
No, I want to be there. And they cultivate clients. They cultivate customers that are, regulars. They cultivate those.
Good.
They use that.
As they should.
Yeah. And they use that. It's not just like how we did it. We were like, oh God, I got to work. Are you kidding me? And we owned the place. We ran the joint. We really did. Managers were just for show. It could have been a cardboard manager.
You're actually causing me to have a lot more respect for those women than I'm ashamed to say that I did prior to your saying this.
And some of the girls, and this is all through the interviews.
I assumed that they were all the kind of women that were just like, hi, I'm pretty, buy me a car.
No, they use this as a stepping stone, as a springboard. And a lot of them, I can't tell you last year, because I did all three judging. I did judge interviews, which is a 3-day process. And then I judged preliminaries and I judged the night. And I'm the only judge that ever got to do that. And I've done that for a couple of years in a row. But this year, I think I'm only judging prelims and the pageant. I think someone else, like maybe some of the higher up gurus, are going to do the interviews. But a lot of these girls are so smart and so on it, and they've got multiple degrees.
To hear that,
oh my gosh, some of them are going after multiple degrees while raising a baby, while their parent is dying, and it is amazing, these stories. And I really wish that we could get some of these backstories out into the public so people would,
we're doing it
for
now.
Once and for all, stab that whole preconceived idea of what a Hooters girl is in the head and let it go.
I had that preconceived notion, I'm ashamed to say, prior to your saying this out loud on this podcast.
Well, and there's always the girls that are using it as a way to model or a way to get, that next step in modeling, or some girls that are using it as it's a temporary thing. There are those girls. There are those girls and men in every,
fair enough.
In every situation, in every job market. But a lot of our girls are so awesome that the stories, I would sit there honestly, and I'd have a tissue box, and I would just be bawling because of these.
No kidding.
These, oh my God, they're
For
amazing.
Instance.
They're 22. Well, like I just told you, there'd be a girl that said, I just lost my dad. I was trying to take care of him. I'm going for my master's degree. I work at Hooters. They work around my shifts of when I would have to be at hospice. And you're just like, how are you doing this? You're 23 years old. You're a puppy. Mm-hmm. These shoes are 23 years old. I'm wearing right now.
Yeah, they're still under warranty.
But they're still,
23.
but they're go-getter. And they understand. They're like, listen, my customers are mine. And I want them there when I'm there because I like it. I like knowing what they're doing. And I like listening to their stories.
I'm actually very encouraged to hear these kinds of stories because I really did think, because overall, it seems like young women now, when we were growing up, that's when feminism was sort of new, and we were being encouraged in elementary school to become doctors and astronauts. And now it seems like girls are just lazy and they want to be pole dancers and they want people to just buy them stuff. Which makes me want to take young women, especially pretty ones, that are not intellectually curious or that exercise that muscle, and makes me want to throttle them.
I want to give them a colonoscopy, honestly. I have a 17-year-old, and you get to kind of be in the background of that and hear. And there's a lot of backsliding going on with, some women right now.
I'm cute, pay my rent.
And it's sad. But there's a lot of these girls that are just...
especially sad because they're not going to be cute forever.
Yeah.
It's like, as we said earlier on, it's everybody's turn to be young once. Mm-hmm. And then eventually your turn is over.
And then you got to dig deeper.
And
you better hope you're smart and you're well-spoken and you're well-read and you can navigate a room. You better damn hope that you learn that somewhere along the way of being a pretty girl.
LOL with Nancy Alexander can be found on iTunes, Stitcher, and RadioInfluence.com.